I'm feeling like Drake in the beginning of the Duppy freestyle. I'm appalled. The audacity of this man, of what he's trying to pull right now. We gotta talk about this, because I'm a little bit like, what?
Sometimes I be riding your face and hit like Genjutsu in place. That's how it be though. Nothing but great effort just to get a C though. Eyes watching but we never seem to be though.
Now, if you've seen the video I made a couple days ago regarding the new work from the creator of Fairy Tail, Eden's Zero, which is a placeholder name, it might be something totally different, but I've seen Crunchyroll rolling with it. I think a lot of people are banking on this to be huge or whatever, but I called out the fact that we've seen what the main character is going to look like, and he was pretty much Natsu's face, Gray's hair, looks pretty much like Gray, different clothing or whatever, but I was like, wow, the main character looks very similar to Fairy Tail. Okay, whatever, you know, it happens, and you know, at the end of the day, his art style isn't going to drastically change within a matter of months that he's been doing Fairy Tail for what, like almost 10 years, so I was like, whatever, cool, you know what I'm saying? I think actually he was doing Fairy Tail for more than 10 years. I think 06 is when he started out. I can't really remember, but it's been around for a bit, and I was like, alright, whatever, you know what I'm saying? I was a little bit disgusted, but I was like, probably the supporting cast or whatever, but we have a visual of the entire cast of the new series from Hiro Mashima. This is not, to my understanding, this is not the Fairy Tail spin-off or anything like that. This is supposed to be a brand new work from Hiro Mashima. And when I saw it, I was like, are you kidding me? Are you, like, what? You're insulting our intelligence here, man. Like, don't get me wrong. As much as I've criticized Fairy Tail, I've enjoyed a ton of it. I've enjoyed many moments. You've seen me, if you followed them, you see me fanboy over some of the really cool Lucy moments, Igneel, a lot of stuff, Acnologia. I fanboyed, and I enjoyed a lot of stuff from it. So when I come into this, I'm like, all right, you gave us some really whack stuff, you know, once upon a time for a long time or whatever. You know, new slate. Let's start a new slate. I'm gonna give the first chapter a chance, whatever, but should I even give the first chapter a chance after seeing that the cast of this series, of this new series, is essentially the Fairy Tail cast with tweaks? Like, we're gonna take a look at this, but I can't believe my eyes. I can't believe that Hiro Mashima is doing this. Like, you ever heard a little bit of self-plagiarism, right? Like, yo, this is... And now, people are going to say, he did the same thing. No, from Rave Master to Fairy Tail, there were some similarities, but he changed up quite a bit. And then, of course, over time, it drastically changed. But coming off of Fairy Tail just ended last year. It just ended. And you doing this? Like, let's take a look at this bad boy and let's analyze from top to bottom what's going on here. Not every single character, but 90% of them, I'm like, Hiro, what are you doing? Let's jump into it. Okay, so let's start from the far right with Makarov starting to look like Silver Rayleigh. Like, bro, that's Makarov right there. Like, yeah, he looks slightly altered or whatever, but that's Makarov meets Silver Rayleigh from One Piece. Like, bro, are you kidding me? The metal arm is like, okay, he got a little bit of guild arts in him, which he tried to change it up with that one. That was, you know, that's not the most egregious offense. Again, it's like, okay, it's an old man character, but that's definitely supposed to be the Makarov, and it looks like Makarov, to be honest with you. Then let's go down. That's literally just Happy. Like, I don't know if Happy is the new Plu or whatever, but that's literally just Happy's in the series. Like, what the hell? Unless this is also another spin-off, like all of his new series are spin-offs, and this is just like a distant, futuristic Fairy Tail, like, you know, in the world of Fairy Tail, but is in the distant future. Why is Happy here? Unless that's Happy's son or, you know, child or grandchild or whatever, I don't know, but like, he needs to be more upfront with why they look so, and why is Happy here, you know what I'm saying? Then a little bit up is Lucy meets Carla's adult or human form or whatever. Like, that's Lucy with a little horn, and it looks like Carla's human form. Like, that's straight up Lucy. Like, I know them jugs from a mile away. Like, what are you doing, Hiro? That's even like, come on, bro. Like, okay, cool, you switched up a little bit. Even the clothing kind of looks similar, but bro, that's Lucy Heartfilia with a slight twist, a different hairstyle, whatever, mixed with, again, Carla's. Come on! Then in the back, Edalos Wendy. That's Wendy with a slight change. That's Wendy back there, bro. That's Wendy looking a little bit older, so the pervs that followed her, you know, for all those years, now they, oh, she looks slightly older, whatever, and she looks a little bit more ominous or a little bit more villainous, or she got a little attitude and sass or whatever, but that's Wendy Marvel, bro. In the back, I will say that's the one thing that's pretty freaking original. It looks kind of like a Kaguya Suzuki meets some fucking alien type of thing, but give him credit. I gotta give credit where credit is due. That design looks cool. I don't know if that's gonna be the main villain of this series. I don't know if that's going to be like the guild leader, if this is going to be a guild-based series. I don't know, even though it kind of reminds me again of a couple things, but no, it's its own thing, so I give credit for that. Then, of course, we already spoke about this, but Gray Sue, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not Sue's face with Gray's hair and some different clothing. Again, cool clothing or whatever, but come on, stop playing with me, you know what I'm saying? Stop playing. Then we got a blonde Mita Jane right there with the glasses, like, oh, you know, I'm nice, and then probably she's gonna have some demonic form or whatever, but it's not too much similar, but, you know, come on, that's pretty much supposed to be Mita Jane. We got Plu. Plu was in Raid Master and Fairy Tail, so I kind of expected to see Plu, to be honest with you. I'm not that upset about it, but again, it's just more so reinforces, like, 5, 6, 7 characters already out of all the new ones, and those seem to be some of the most important ones. 7 of them all are straight from, like, Fairy Tail. Like, you know, that's just straight up Fairy Tail, you know what I'm saying? So we got 7 back there. I will say I'm not sure exactly which rehash that is, because again, a lot of these faces look real familiar, but I can't remember Jet, Droid, and all of these motherfuckers. But it reminds me of Genos from One Punch Man. But that should have been the main character back there with the white hair and the looking robotic. I don't know if that's just his clothes or whatever, but he's muscular and shit. That dude should have been the main character. His design is sick. It's not Natsu. It's not Gray. I wish that was the main character and that was his look, because he looks freaking awesome. He looks better than all of the rehashes that we got. Like, this is fresh new blood. So I'm disappointed that guy's all the way in the far back. I don't know if he's a villain. I don't know exactly what the series even is going to be about. Again, is it another Fairy Tail, whatever, but he's my favorite design out of everything there. Like, he's different and he looks cool as shit. So although I'm sure somebody will say no, but he's supposed to be blah blah blah, but at least that design is cool, whatever. Then next to him, I can't remember the dude. I don't know if it's Jet, Droid, who the fuck it is from Fairy Tail, but he looks kind of similar but more muscular, but whatever. Again, I'm not really mad about that because those were B characters, whatever. You gotta do what you gotta do. But then I was like, bro, you kidding me right now, right? Like, yo, that's Erza Scarlet right there, bro. Like, the red-haired chick, that's Erza. Like, what are you doing, Hiro Mashima? That's Erza Scarlet right there. Like, come on, stop it, bro. She got, like, a little jacket wrapped around her to cover herself or whatever. That's Erza, bro. And then, I can't remember if that was from the Hades arc or which arc or whatever, but I know that design with the helmet and horns and stuff like that. It's still cool. It's not too much, but it's still like, oh, the one next to Erza, I can't really see his face, his eyes is covered or whatever, but I don't see any reuse from him, so okay, cool, a new design there, and I'm gonna call her Erza, and in fact, probably when I review it, I'm gonna call them all by their real names, like Lucy, Wendy, Gray, or well, we'll call him Gray Sue, Erza, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call them. Then, slightly down, I'm not gonna harp on it. A lot of people are saying that that's Loxus, straight up, without muscle or whatever. Different hair, not as muscular, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you could argue he's a mixture of like Sting and Loxus or whatever, but I'm not that mad about that one either. Like, it's like it does look similar, but and then on the right, the little magician looking, you know, witch with the hat or whatever. I guess that's supposed to be like a reuse. A lot of people are saying of like the pumpkin, the king when he was in his pumpkin form or whatever. But just like, I can't believe this. 5, 6, 7, 8, like a good chunk of the main cast is just straight up reuses. I hope their personalities are very different. I hope they're not nothing like what they were. And I just can't. Happy! What is going on here right now? Hiro Mashima, if you are watching this, why? I understand it's hard to remake your style and shit like that. But come on, man. Like, use different colors and something. I don't know. Like, again, that white-haired dude, why isn't he the main character? Why aren't you pushing the redesigns, the very obvious redesigns to the back? Like, I think he's banking on a lot of the Fairy Tail fans to hope that it's a Fairy Tail remake, or not remake, continuation or something, because I'm pretty sure the spin-offs and stuff like that, they're not going to be promoted heavily. They're probably not even going to last that long, because I've seen with Fairy Tail spin-offs, they might last a year at max or whatever, so he's probably not even banking on those being anything. They're probably just to get an extra quick buck off the Fairy Tail fandom. I think he's hoping that people think that this is something to do with Fairy Tail, and they latch onto it, and he better bring his pen game, because I'll tell you right now, if Hiro Mashima isn't on point with this one, a lot of hardcore manga readers and shonen fans in general, we're done. Like, in the West, he's gonna have a hard time if he doesn't bring his pen game, because now that it looks like Fairy Tail, it smells like Fairy Tail, the writing better not, you know what I'm saying? The writing is on the wall, though, that's the thing. So I'm very skeptical, very doubtful, and I'm very... I had hope maybe Hiro learned, but at this point I'm just kind of like, I don't know, man. I'm gonna check out that first chapter because I told everybody I would, and I'll give my thoughts on it. But as of right now, Hiro Mashima, what are you doing? Like, why are you going that far to make it look identical to Fairy Tail? There is a character design style that everyone has, but my gosh, it's too much. Kind of curious what you guys think about this, though. Is this just straight up Fairy Tail? Like, is it just like he is self-plagiarizing? Like, what is your thoughts on that? Again, I hate to ask, but are you giving it a chance after this? After seeing that it is literally Fairy Tail coming back, it looks a little more futuristic. Do you even care? Because I'm really just like, even if that first chapter is bombing, like, you know, just hype more than like how much I enjoyed Smoke Parade or stuff like that, I'm still taking a long break from Hiro Mashima works, at the very least this new one. The Fairy Tail spinoff, I don't know about that one either, but this Eden's Zero, the writing's on the wall and it doesn't look pretty. So laugh for this one though. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, stalk my Facebook, and follow me on Twitch to get more when the video ends. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life, boy. Bow. Have an awesome day.
Making major moves, laugh and let the haters lose. We don't give a fuck, virginity intact, cream stack. Paper rules, if you heard it, best believe that. But now it's whatever, one day I'll be your favorite, but never. No matter how you